$5 super thanks from Austin Carey says, thanks. Who do you think are the prime candidates for practice squad stashes? Any possible IR stashes as of right now with rough spots? Right now, not IR stashes. Robert Jones will go to IR. Kalen Carson probably won't, but we'll see on that front. Post preseason games, we'll probably get some more practice squad candidates. I mean, at this point, Trayshawn Oldham's been awesome. He looks like a great practice squad option who you can get down because no one offered him anything guaranteed money-wise. So, I don't think that's going to be an issue. Jalen Cropper had a good day on Thursday, too. Worth mentioning. Several of those undrafted free agents. Denzel Daxon is a free one, by the way, too. Zion Childress feel like good practice squad options. That is a $5 super thanks. All super thanks or super chats get you into our George Pickens jersey raffle. Send them in, and we'll get you entered. We'll run that and auction it off, or I should say raffle it off, before the first preseason game. William Cook, and this is on Tyler Guyton, saying he's glad it was not a severe injury for Guyton. Me too. That would have been really bad. He's got to get healthy. That's not necessarily the easiest thing to do. It requires effort and practice and all that stuff. But it's a lot better, 4 to 6 weeks. It's a lot better than, the entire year and season over, and now you don't know about 26. It's a lot better of an outcome there. From Peasy Plays, I'm worried this year will be like years past. Have to be up on the scoreboard earlier. Teams are just going to run the clock out on us. Another go save us, Dak year. I think that is a very valid concern. I have doubts about the way the run defense is set up. I don't think it's the greatest. I am worried about it. I am worried about the run game still because we haven't seen it actually work yet, despite some changes to personnel and maybe more impactfully schematic stuff, which I do like, but I want to see it happen first. So history tells us to be worried about this. It's a valid fear to have. All right, Austin Carey. Thanks. Now that the preseason is around 2 weeks away, who are you most excited to see in the preseason? And who should we keep an eye on that could win a roster spot and after the performance in training camp, mini camp, preseason, love your show. Watching daily and most live stream for 4 years now. You're the most honest and informative show I've seen that covers the Cowboys. First off, thank you. I appreciate that. Very, very kind words. We'll do a full video on some of the top players to watch going into the preseason games. The quarterback stands out, Joe Milton, pretty obviously. I want to see how the new guys play, UDFAs, draft picks, etc. I want to see what the running backs look like who plays. I think that could inform who's on the roster bubble, who's not. But I think Milton, the running game, and I kind of want to play Mazi Smith a bunch in the preseason too. Call me crazy. How many of the Cowboys preseason games will you be watching? Let me know in the comment section of today's show. Austin Carey. Think the Cowboys, again, it's Austin, by the way. Think the Cowboys have a chance to win the division, and what are the teams that scare you the most in season and possible playoffs? So, yes, they have a chance. I wouldn't call it likely. They're over under 7.5 win total. I don't think a fair expectation, even as fans, is that they're going to win the division or it's a failure every season. If they make the playoffs, it is a successful season relative to what the expectations are right now. Eagles still scare me. Commanders do as well, despite your success against them last year. They're still going to be a good team. Bucks, if the OC, if the new one is good, and the entire NFC North. Niners, from a trauma perspective, they should be a little bit better this year. Rams, if Matthew Stafford is healthy. $10, William Cook. Is Mazi the next Taco? I hope not. They're not really 1-to-1. I think that is a little bit unfair, but I think what we're really saying is he the next bust. And unless he shows real growth this year, you can't really make much of an argument against it, can you? Today's show is made possible by Ethos. As a father of one kid and a second one on the way, trust me when I say life insurance matters. It's not fun to think about what would happen if something happened to you, but you need to be prepared. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/NFL Daily. That's ethos.com/NFL Daily. Ethos is a trustworthy company that disrupts the traditional life insurance industry, and it's more affordable than you might think. Ethos is an online platform that makes getting life insurance fast and easy to protect your family's future in minutes, not months. There is no complicated process, and it's 100% online. No medical exam is required. You just answer a few health questions and get a quote in as little as 10 minutes. 3 million families have completed their applications and trusted Ethos to help find the right coverage. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/NFL Daily. That's ethos.com/NFL Daily. Link is in the comments section and the description of today's show. It's ethos.com/NFL Daily. Jay McAdams simply says, pay 11. Yeah, this shouldn't be as hard as the Cowboys have found a way to make it hard. Just get it done. Pay him. Whatever you're mad about, move on. He's a linchpin of your defense. He is the best player by far. Just get it done. Troy Shanks, when does Micah get signed? And if not, do they franchise tag him next year? If they don't, they will absolutely tag him. It would honestly be organizational malpractice to the extent that, like, the commissioner of the NFL should step in and intervene. Like, that's how bad it would be, which doesn't happen in the NFL. That's how bad it would be. Like, you need, like, Adam, who was the Chris Paul trade vetoed, the stipend rule, that type of level of intervention. But I think they do get him signed. Like, when? I don't know. Maybe once they get back to Frisco, or mid-August. It's the Cowboys. Who knows what they end up doing? They always find a way to somehow drag those. Despite what Steven might gaslight us into saying, they do drag out these deals. Fabian, can we please get a real defensive tackle in here? I would like to. We have one on Osa, obviously, but I think you mean like a real run stopper. That's how I interpret that comment. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I don't like the room right now. Mazi's lost weight again, which we did that once already. It didn't work. Solomon Thomas is an undersized 3 technique. You can play him at 1 technique. Jay Toby is big. He's gotten some reps with the ones, but that's also a 7th-round pick. Like, we should probably temper the expectations just overall there. Perion Winfrey has done some good stuff so far at camp, but that's a, early-ish round pick, kind of. There's some talent, but he's also like 280. That's a light group. Akabasote is the developmental piece. Denzel Daxon probably going to be a practice squatter. I think you are down another actual run-stopping nose guard. I think you need one of those. I thought that before they had Mazi Smith cut weight. Here we are again. So the Cowboys need another defensive tackle. Y for yes, N for no. Let me know in the comments. Matt Hervey, will the Cowboys ever update their uniforms? Black unis, please. I don't actually like. You can buy the black unis as like the merchandising. I don't think that they look that good. I like the color rush. I like those icy whites that they wear too. I like the navy. The pants I don't always like, but I don't think that they need new unis. Sometimes new isn't always better. I think we've seen that happen before with the Cowboys. So I'm not the biggest fan of the black unis. Some teams look great with the black alternate. I don't know if the Cowboys would actually be one of them. Now, if you want to get on a mailbag in the future, subscribe. That way you get notified each and every time we go live when there is a new video, and you don't miss any Cowboys coverage here on the Cowboys Report. Hit that sub button for me right now. Chris Milton, the Cowboys still have money for others after paying Ferguson. Yeah, they absolutely do. They've got more than enough money available. They can go pay Tyler Smith and pay DeRon Bland and pay Micah Parsons and pay George Pickens and maybe not pay Sam Williams and pay Aubrey. Like, they've got a lot of money available. They've committed really long-term to Osa, Dak, Lamb, even the Ferguson deal. If they want to, they can get out of it after a season or after an additional season. So this year or next year. That's when they can bail if they want to. It's not that expensive a deal. I know it was reported as $30 million guaranteed. I don't know if they actually quite got there. I'm waiting for the official, nitty-gritty, fine-tuned, year-by-year details, but there are early outs on that deal. TX7, I'm ready to sit back, buy me a pizza, watch the Cowboys NFL preseason, see how the young guys perform to their crazy Eagles finish, and we won 24-29. That was the Madden Sim. If you have not watched it, just go watch the last, 20 minutes of the actual videos. It was insanity, or of the game itself. Yeah, Cowboys preseason is back. We'll be live for every game, by the way. Carter, would you bring in Zack Moss? Right now, I feel okay enough about your defensive line or your backfield. Miles Sanders is a bit nicked up as of filming on Thursday. I think he'll be okay. Williams has drawn some praise. Jaden Blue's gotten reps for the ones. Before he went down, Deuce Vaughn was being productive. Lipke does some good fullback stuff. Plus, I don't know how healthy Zack Moss's neck actually is. That is a concern for me because that was a borderline career ender, and I went through the Chris Carson stuff once with Seattle, so I'd be cautious there. So name a player who you want to add. Let me know in the comments section of today's show. Mike, Tom, what is your roster prediction? We will do a roster projection. I promise you the pre-training camp one is available up on the channel. But that's worthy of its full video and not just me trying to go rapid fire in like a 30-second span to name 53 different players. So we will do an updated roster projection, so make sure you guys are subscribed.